Hello YouTube fam, how y'all doing? This is your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, a channel where I rant and I review. Man, you know a lot of people been saying, hey Unc, you been talking all that shit about them video games, Unc. You haven't went down that rabbit hole yet. You don't know what's going on, Unc. You don't know the prices, Unc. These retro games is killing everybody. These prices is making us just want to quit. I understand. Shit is real. I already seen the prices. But I know what I can afford, man. Ain't bad shit that I can't afford. Like I said, you gotta know where to jump in and jump out at, fam. You know what? Again, there are places here that sell video games. Just like it is everywhere. You have all those little hole in the wall mom and pops. It's a place called Video Games Now and Then. I checked them out, man. They had some video games, man. Some things that I wanted. Now again, 2020 and 10. 50 bucks. 3 games. Shit was what it was, bro. I couldn't believe. I was looking at these on actual eBay, and I was like, man, I don't know about if I want to do these. 3 games, and I know you're like, hey, Unc. I love doing it to people. They be like, what the hell do you do that for? That's just who I am. Now, you know what? Like I said, I was checking out eBay for these games, and I seen them. And I was like, I'm going to get them. Then you got to pay taxes. Then you got to have it shipped. You know, it might be the same price if I bought them from the actual store. You know, I didn't think they were having any of these, man. And you know what? These are NES games. We have Bubble Bobble by Tattoo. This is, I guess, a puzzle game. I wanted this game for the longest. End up getting it. This is what I paid for it. That is $19.99. For those who ask questions about the prices. Next game we got, Super Mario Bros. 3. Now, I done had this game plenty of times. I done had multiple of this game at plenty of times. Whereas I had damn near 10 copies of this game. You know, I wasn't a reseller at the time, and I wasn't trying to be. $19.99. So, 20 and 20, that's 40. Then we got Rambo. Oh, I forgot to say. Well, you know, Super Nintendo. Not Super Nintendo. Super Mario Bros. 3. It's made by, shit, it's in-house. It's Nintendo. So that's 2 games so far. The next game we got is Rambo by Acclaim. Now, I seen this game on eBay too. You know, and that's one thing that I want to bring to you. Game was $8.99. So in all, 50 bucks. Let me see. All 3 games. Like I said, so far I got 5 games for the NES and 1 for the N64. Yeah, the 2 for $19.99 was $39.98 for both. The other one was $8.99. After taxes, I paid $53.99. So that's what we did. The place I went to is called Video Games Then and Now. It's in Harwood Heights. But the thing that I wanted to bring to your attention, that I think a lot of people don't understand, and I say this over and over again, when you start this, you got to know where to draw the line at. You got to know how much you could spend. And I say this so many times that it should be evident to everybody by now. Don't go in trying to break the bank. Don't go in going down that grill, the grill, you know, rabbit hole, man. You can't do that. It's the same with the shoes. Certain shoes, you know, you can't afford. I can't afford no $5,000 pair of shoes. Yeah, I could buy a pair, but shit, afford is a whole nother thing. Like I told you, as far as for action figures, I wanted to get King Julius. He goes for $1,000. The lowest I seen him for, and that was open, and it was already done, and they was gonna ship it to me. It was $550. And you know what? I turned my head on it and said, that ain't worth it. It was worth it. It was something that I could have seen myself having, and it would have been a centerpiece. But you know what? I just couldn't see pulling the trigger. That's a lot of money. And again, I want to say that to a lot of you all. I done spent a lot of money on video game consoles. For a FM Towns Marty, I think I paid like $300-400 at one point in time, and I had two of them over a period of time. For the, Sega, JVC XI, all of these things, man. The what you call it? Was that the Pioneer Laser Active? I done had two of those. I done had all the packs for it. And people say, man, how do I know if your word carry water? You could look around me and tell. I'm not on bullshit. If I tell you I done had something, and I'm showing you how quick I get stuff, I'm not on bullshit. The thing is that I'm just telling you is, I have to be careful with how I do this because, again, video games is a hell of an addiction, man. And like I said, someone pointed out in the comment section, they say, hey, see, the thing that a lot of people don't understand, if you want to grow this collection fast, they got lots out there. A whole lot of lots. If you're talking about, you was able to pick up that Madden, you picked this up for $2 back in the day from a flea market. The funny thing about that, fam, and I try to point it out to everybody, think about it. $2 for that. That's one thing. Then we run into other stuff that a lot of us miss. They have a lot of other sports games for like $20. You get like 5 cartridges or 6 cartridges, plus shipping. And those are sports games or wrestling games. The actual labels may not be worth anything. They may be there. But again, I'm not playing the game for the label. I'm paying the game to play the game. And that's the thing. This is the stuff that I'm trying to tell you to look at. So in the process of doing this, I'm gonna say this to you. One thing with video games, you can get buck wild. And one of the things is, also collect, up-to-date stuff too. Stuff for the Xbox Series X, the PS5. But a lot of that stuff is digital. I got stuff for the PS4, PS3, Xbox One, 360, Wii U. For every system that I have something for, the PSP, the DS, 3DS, all of that stuff, man. The thing that I'm just trying to point out here is, I just want to say this, and I think the thing that people are missing, dude, it's easy to have over 20 games in under a month if you know what you're doing. Now again, I'm not one person, oh man, I gotta have them bangers before I do anything. No. Now see, I'm gonna point out, Rambo was something that I seen because I liked the cover of Rambo. It was a lot that I seen that I wanted to pick up, but when I seen Super Mario Brothers 3, I know I wanted that because I played it plenty of times. Bubble Bobble. I think I played it like once, but that was on something else, on an emulator. And the reason why I don't like emulators, man, because again, emulation is fun. But you know what? Emulation can also be lost too. One thing about bad cartridges and things like that, it's hard for that stuff to be erased. But think about it. So, yeah. That being said, that's one of the things. Also, man, in the works, I kind of slowed down on action figures, man, because, I was like, man, I'm not really seeing nothing that I want, man. Nothing ain't really jumping out. The Voltron lines. That picture that you seen of that Voltron, sat in the cart, and I think a lot of people misunderstood that. That's not mine. Sometimes on the channel, I show pictures of other things that people send me. Man, this is my collection. Look at what I got. Not every picture that I show is mine. You know if it's mine. I explain to you it's mine, where I got it from. I hate to talk about prices because prices is the thing that messes up the community. Um, like I told you, those games that I showed you in the last video, which was Silent Service and Back to the Future, which was for the NES, at a flea market, I paid like $2 a piece for those, along with the N64 Madden. So $6 for those 3 games. That's what I paid for those. But for, things that are considered, worth buying, you're going to pay for it. And I'm going to say it again and again, man. And this is why I think a lot of people are still missing the mark at. The days of buying 50-cent video games and $1 video game, $2 video games, those days are over. It ain't just resellers that killed it. We killed it. We killed it by, constantly trying to find out prices for stuff where we could go try to ask and barter with people. Knowing damn well you getting a deal already. You trying to cut it to the point where these people ain't making no money. Again, at the end of the day, people look at you and be like, yeah, I don't want to fuck with you like that. This is why I say prices ain't always the thing. A lot of these games are so damn cheap, don't need to know the prices of half of them. Like I was telling you about, the Sega Genesis games. They were $10 each. You still got to pay shipping. So $5, then $5, that makes $10. I don't complain about prices. Certain things I'm going to buy, certain things I'm not going to buy. Certain things I'm going to buy in a lot, and certain things I'm not going to buy in a lot. Certain things that I want to get, certain things I don't want to get. See, this is how your collection should be, man. I think everybody wants pristine. Everybody looking to be that completionist. They looking for the holy grails of grails. Dude, I'm not looking for none of that. I'm trying to do this to have fun with it. I want to do some other things with it just to show you. So we can have something to do here. And that's what I'm going to keep doing, man. We're going to keep building together and keep winning. My whole goal at this is to hit 25,000 by a certain period of time. I want to see what it takes this channel and what it takes us. At 25,000, I'm supposed to do the giveaway. It's all boxed up. Shit, it's been ready to go ever since I announced it. That's my whole plan. My whole plan is to build and keep building. If you build on a foundation, a solid foundation, you can go very far. But if you build on sand and water, your ass may not be able to make it to the next stop you want to go to. If you don't build solidly, man. That's what I'm trying to do. But with that being said, thank you for watching. Peace out, fam.